Hey honey, honeymoon is over. We are moving in. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Kaale Unfiltered. Behind me, I'm on the field, sitting down, chilling. I'm gonna be having breaks in between my recording today, and that's because I'm just having a busy day, and I'm gonna try and fit this in so I can upload it as soon as I can. And welcome back to Married at First Sight, guys. It is moving in day today, as well as confession week. Now these guys are just hitting this couple, this newlyweds, hard and fast with the experiments, and the tasks are by no means easy. And just imagine coming on from the honeymoon. Whilst it's good for some others are also already struggling in the relationship. And if last night's dinner party was anything to go by, it looks like a few of the couples are already strained. And yeah, moving in was a bliss for most of the couple. Two, however, though, had a bit of a challenge, and at first I thought it was going to be a bit of a nightmare given how Claire and Jesse left off. And we start over immediately with Claire and Jesse moving in. First, Jesse was the one that moved in, and again, with his negativity and his demeanor, he already started prejudging Claire coming in. Again, from my point of view, I didn't think they were even going to be moving in together. They left the dinner party in disarray. They came in separately, caused us a ruckus, and there was no resolution from that dinner party between them. And here is just Claire and Jesse both moving in together. Quite shocked, but it got better because the matured Claire decided to call a truce again, and this time Jesse was willing to listen, and they called a truce on all of their situation. I really felt okay, these two are heading somewhere. But in my other thought, I'm thinking there's no way these two end actors. I feel like Claire and Jesse are wannabe actors just trying out their prolific acting skills on Married at First Sight. Now, you can't tell me any different. I refuse to believe anything else. These two are actors and definitely playing the role. I'm sure Jesse has the role of a dysfunctional, unstable young man, whilst Claire's character keeps evolving. Today, producers have to say, you know what, you're just going to be the independent bossy bitch. Tomorrow, you're going to be the needy girl who, has a lot of emotional baggage too to unpack. I really don't know. It's evolving between these two. It's just it's confusing, but I am convinced these two are actors. But let's get right on to it. Once the truce was called, it went on straight to the other couples who were settling in, Sandy and Dan. We haven't actually seen much of them. There's been no camera time with these two. I guess the drama isn't there yet for them. And when I say yet, it's always the operative word. Shannon and Kathleen, on the other hand, also settling in. We're going to get to them because something quite dramatic happened there. Now, Bronte and Harrison, from the dinner party, you saw how that ended in disarray and in chaos. They both walked in separately. Again, I was assuming we're going to be walking into the experiment or into this scenario and living separately. And he kicked off very much straight away as soon as Bronte walked into the door. They sat down to try and have a chat and iron out whatever issues they had, and soon it just went downhill from there. At the end, we saw Harrison walking out and having to leave separately, which was the reason. I am thinking there's something not right with these two. Are they acting for the cameras? Because we knew how it ended. Why are you guys choosing to want to stay together when there is definitely bad blood between the two of you? It's confusing, refusing to be confused. Anyway, a cake was what started the whole ruckus. A cake. And it escalated quickly, to which Bronte walked off and Harrison walking out of the apartment altogether. Yeah, that's a bit of a break. Guys, I'm going to be recording in sequence. I have a lot to do today. Now we are on to Confessions Week, and with Confession Week comes the challenges that oftentimes are used to get these couples to form a relationship, to get to know themselves better, develop that understanding, or it could cause chaos either way. But the purpose of the experiment is to challenge the couples to start asking the hard questions at the start to help them grow in the relationship or in the course of the experiment. And so as part of the confession week, there are 2 challenges. One involves photo ranking task. I do not know how this will impact the relationship, but here the experts out, they seem to know better. And next up is the letter writing task. That one seems to be a little bit more understandable because the contestants or the couples are going to be writing something very personal about themselves that is sort of revealing, and it would sometimes stir emotions and challenge the couples as they go about their activities on the experiment. While this task is a breeze for some, others, however, who are already having to fight their way through, or where cracks have already started developing in the relationship, it will prove more challenging for them. For some, Ollie, Dan, and Sandy, it was smooth sailing. Sandy did reveal during the letter writing confessions that she experienced bullying while she was younger, and that has just helped her not be a little bit expressive or a little bit open. It did affect or impact her self-esteem, and now she wants to share that with Dan so Dan can help her understand her better and understand the dynamics at play in terms of her response or non-response in their relationship. For me personally, I think Sandy is running a crusade type thing. She is trying to promote some type of movement that would encourage cultural diversity. Do I think this is a show for it? Absolutely not. Do I think she is sort of trying to do something or break barriers here? Yes. It is inappropriate though, given the fact that Dan was not present when you had this bullying behavior, and so should not in any way have to endure your storytelling. I know I might sound a little bit judgy and preachy, but it is what it is. Sometimes some things are better left unsaid. But Sandy had something to share because that has impacted her youth and now to her adult life. Well, good on you, Sandy, for sharing. Now, to the 2 controversial couples in the show for now. And that is Bronte and Harrison, as well as Claire and Jesse. They both had a challenge with this one, and there was a surprise couple that also had a challenge, and that was Shannon and Kathleen. I was really shocked by their response and reaction to this tax, and it just, well, something was already brewing between those two. It only just came to the surface or intensified with this tax. For Bronte and Harrison, the photo ranking challenge proved a little bit sus, because Bronte ranked her partner 3rd place. Harrison did not take kindly to it. That also again led to more argument and bust up between these two. Again, it's just, for me, I don't even know where to go from here. Everything seemed to stir these two up into a fight, and it just gets a little bit confusing because I can't understand why the 2 of you cannot coexist in a space. You ranked the photos, correct. You picked up your type of men, correct. Why is this causing a ruckus? I cannot tell you. I just cannot tell you. Kathleen and Shannon, on the other hand, the photo ranking session was just a bit of a hit and miss. Shannon decided to be absolutely honest, too honest in my opinion, and ranked Kathleen 3rd place. According to him, physicality is one thing that sets him off when he meets people, and going by physical attraction, he picked Melinda first and also Bronte second, putting Kathleen maybe in 3rd or 4th place. Kathleen didn't take kindly to it, which I felt like it's not a big deal, and people can express their feelings however they wish, and you just have to deal with it. But guess what? That wasn't even the crux of the issue, because after the photo ranking session, we soon found out that Shannon has got something to do with his ex. Pretty much the guy is in a in a relationship that is sort of dysfunctional. His ex-baby mama is sort of still in his life. I thought you're supposed to come on the show if you can find love, but he's still in love with his ex, and a phone call from his ex sort of made him thinking of going back to be with his ex, and sent Kathleen on a tailspin, in tears and confused as to what to do. I am of the opinion that these people come on this show are again in search for fame. They are B-list or wannabe actors. Let me find fame as best as I can in any way I can, because I cannot understand why a young grown man who supposedly has got something going on back home is on a show looking for love. And if you cannot ride the course three days in, then why are you here? Kathleen is already saying she has been in a shit relationships all her life, and she thought the experts are going to find out the love of her life. Well, I always know when you come in with a sub story, the expert will use that to their advantage, or the production will use that to their advantage and ruin your self-confidence even further. And so Kathleen is no different. I don't know how she's going to survive this show, going by what we just witnessed with Shannon wanting to go back to his ex or still being in love with his ex. I don't understand. Is that making Kathleen this third piece, side piece? I really don't know. We're going to find out at some point. Now to the dramatic, unexpected moment, and that was between Duncan and Alicia. The letter writing task was sort of it revealed a little bit more than we thought. So Alicia sort of was complicit to a relationship that involved a married man, and so she had to share that with Duncan. Duncan did not take kindly to it at first and said he needed a day to unpack what was revealed, to which he did. And at the end of it all, there was sort of a light at the end of the tunnel for them. He saw her as being taken advantage of. According to Alicia's story, we do not know the whole truth. That was her own side of events. We don't know what the other participants in that relationship's side of event is, but Alicia said it was something she did while she was young and naive, and you know, she was complicit. She knew the guy was married but went on, and the relationship lasted for I think a good 6 months. Duncan said, well, that was a poor choice of decision making, but I'm not going to hold you to your past. I hope we can move on from here. Good big on you, Duncan. I hope these two can just continue on the pace they are at, because if this wasn't going to break them, I do not know what will break them. We'll head back to Jesse and Claire. Jesse's letter writing revealed that he had a lot of relationship where he has been, you know, hidden, literally locked in a closet, and that has impacted on his self-esteem and led to a downward spiral in relationship. And now he is sort of he is now very much defensive and closed off to wanting to meet someone else or express or show emotions or be as giving as he has been in his previous relationship. This brought Claire closer, because according to her, now she knows why he is the way he is and not exactly willing to chase after women. His past relationship has sort of caused a lot of damage. Well, good on the two of you, because this truce is short-lived, and that is going by the clip that will be airing tonight. Apparently, there was a boys and girls night out that didn't go too well. Culprit, Claire, Jesse, and Adam. We are going to unpack that episode on my next upload. Until next time, where I come on here and do some Married at First Sight quick recap. Stay safe and be focused.